Oh my goodness, Bob. It's so good to be back. Hi everyone. Welcome back to the Learn English podcast where, we help you learn English through short conversations.
Yeah, and I'm Bob.
And I'm Julia, your host. And seriously, Bob, how was your weekend? Did you do anything fun?
You know, Julia, it was actually pretty chill. Just caught up on some reading and, just enjoyed the quiet.
Oh,
Anything exciting happen?
Oh, you know me, always something. I tried a new recipe and well, it was an adventure. Let's just say that. But we're super excited to have you all with us again. We love helping you improve your English piece by piece, conversation by conversation. So today, we're diving into something super important and sometimes a little tricky, even for native speakers.
Oh, definitely.
We're going to talk about, drumroll please, how to express yourself in English when you're feeling upset. It's all about communicating politely and clearly, even when your emotions are really strong. Okay, so, to really get a handle on this, we thought actually show you instead of just telling you.
Exactly. So we've put together a really short dialogue, a little scenario, just a common situation where, you might feel a bit frustrated, but still need to speak calmly.
Right, and as you listen, really try to pay attention to how we express ourselves. Notice the words, the phrases, how they sound. It's a pretty simple language, but the feeling behind it is what we're focusing on.
Yeah, imagine you're trying to work and, well, let's just listen.
Hey, Bob, can I talk to you for a second?
Sure, Julia, what's up?
It's just, I'm a little frustrated because the music from your headphones is quite loud and I'm having trouble concentrating.
Oh, really? I'm so sorry. I didn't realize.
No, it's okay. I just wanted to let you know. Could you maybe turn it down a bit?
Absolutely, right away. Thanks for telling me.
No problem. Thanks, Bob. Okay, so you've heard that little situation, right? Now, let's break down some of those key phrases. This is where you get to practice.
Yeah, we're gonna say them slowly, and we want you to repeat them right after us. Try to match our pronunciation, our rhythm, really feel the words. This is called shadowing.
Exactly. First one, nice and easy. This is how you start a conversation when you need to talk about something important, but politely. Ready? Can I talk to you for a second?
Can I talk to you for a second?
Again.
Can I talk to you for a second?
Perfect! Now let's try the part where you express your feeling. This is super useful. Pay attention to how the frustrated sounds. I'm a little frustrated because...
I'm a little frustrated because...
One more time.
I'm a little frustrated because...
Excellent. And finally, how to make a polite request. It's not a demand. It's a kind question. Listen for the could you maybe turn it down a bit?
Could you maybe turn it down a bit?
And one last time for that one.
Could you maybe turn it down a bit?
Okay, so we've practiced saying those phrases. Now let's really dig into the words for feelings themselves. Because, sometimes it's hard just to find the right word, right?
Totally. Like, what is that feeling? Is it angry or sad or something else? So let's learn some basic emotional vocabulary first.
Yeah. Think about it, Bob. If you're really mad, what do you say? You say you're angry, right?
Exactly. A strong feeling, like I am so angry right now.
Or if you feel a bit down, maybe you want to cry, you're sad. It's a very common feeling, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm sad because, my ice cream melted. Small things, big things.
True. And in our dialogue, remember, I'm a little frustrated. Frustrated is when you can't do something or things aren't going the way you want. It's annoying in a way.
Right. Like when your computer is super slow, you get frustrated. Or if you expected something good, but it didn't happen, you might feel disappointed.
Oh, yeah, disappointed. Like, I'm so disappointed my favorite show ended. Or, what about when you don't understand something at all? You're totally confused.
Ah, confused. Yes, like, I'm really confused about this new bus route. Those are good basic ones, Julia.
They really are. Now, let's take those feelings and put them into some really useful phrases. These are great for when you want to express yourself clearly but politely.
Okay, so first one. I feel upset when. This is really good for explaining why you feel a certain way.
Yeah, like, I feel upset when I'm interrupted. See, it tells the person what happened and how you feel about it. It's direct but calm.
Or I feel upset when my plans change suddenly. It's like a gentle way to say, hey, this bothers me.
Exactly. Next up, I'm really hurt by. This one is for when someone's words or actions have like really affected you emotionally.
Yeah, it's a bit stronger than upset, maybe. For example, I'm really hurt by what you said earlier. It clearly states the impact.
It's powerful, but still polite, you know? It's not accusatory. You're saying you're feeling. Or, I'm really hurt by the way I was ignored in the meeting.
And then we have, it bothers me that. This one is super versatile. You use it when something like just annoys you or causes you a problem.
Oh, I use this one all the time. Like, it bothers me that the music is so loud. It's not I'm angry. It's just, it's a problem for me.
Yeah, or it bothers me that my stuff is always moved without asking. It's a good way to bring up an issue without, making it a huge argument.
Exactly. It's a statement of fact about how you perceive something. These phrases are so helpful for clear communication.
Exactly. It's a statement of fact about how you perceive something. These phrases are so helpful for clear communication.
They really are. And to make them even more helpful, Bob, we can connect them to why we feel that way. Give the reason.
Oh, yes. So, like, I feel upset because something happened. So, how do we structure that?
We use a super useful sentence framework. When blank, I feel blank because blank.
That's good. So, instead of just I'm angry, you could say when you interrupt me, I feel frustrated because I can't finish my thought.
Perfect example. It's so much clearer, isn't it? Or like, when I see dirty dishes in the sink, I feel annoyed because it makes the kitchen look messy.
See how it's not blaming. It's just stating your experience. When
Yes, exactly. It avoids saying, you made me angry, which can sound, very accusatory. Instead, it's about your feeling, your reaction to something. It's a powerful way to express yourself clearly.
Now, speaking of sounding clear, Julia, it's not just what you say, but how you say it, isn't it? This is tone and intonation, right?
Oh, absolutely, Bob. This is huge for respecting others, even when you're upset. We need to talk about tone and intonation. It's about sounding calm and respectful.
Right. Like if you say I'm upset very loudly and angrily, it's different from saying it softly and, a bit sad.
Exactly. Let's try an example. Imagine you're saying, it bothers me that the music is so loud. Now listen to this way. It bothers me that the music is so loud.
Oh, that sounds like you're really mad. And it might make the other person defensive, like they might get angry back.
Right. Now try saying the same sentence, but with a calm, even voice, maybe a little lower. It bothers me that the music is so loud.
See the difference? That sounds respectful, like you're explaining a problem, not starting a fight. It's like a conversation.
Exactly. And sometimes to achieve that calm tone, you need to take a deep breath before you speak or just pause for a second.
Yeah, like you feel that anger building, right? Instead of just blurting it out, just breathe. Count to 3,
Then say, when you did X, I felt Y.
It really helps to keep the conversation healthy and um, respectful because expressing yourself effectively isn't just about saying the words, but making sure they're heard in the right way.
And that's how you communicate without causing misunderstandings too. Keeping that calm tone helps so much.
Speaking of keeping things calm and respectful, Bob, it's also really important to know what not to do, isn't it? Like, what kind of language should we avoid when we're feeling upset?
Oh, absolutely, Julia. This is a big one. The first thing to avoid is aggressive language. Like pointing fingers or using words that attack the other person directly.
Right, like you always leave the door open or you never listen to me. Those sound very blaming, don't they? And they can make the other person really defensive.
Exactly. And also vague language. When you're upset, sometimes you just say something's wrong or I don't like this. But that's not, very helpful.
No, it's not because the other person won't understand what the problem actually is. So instead of saying something's wrong, we use those I feel phrases we talked about.
So instead of you never listen, you would say, I feel unheard when I'm speaking because I don't get a chance to finish. See how that's less aggressive?
Much less. And it's also about setting boundaries politely, like when you need something to change. How do we do that without sounding demanding?
Yeah, you can use those "it bothers me that" phrases. Like if someone is always late, you could say, "It bothers me that you're often late because it makes me feel like my time isn't respected."
That's a perfect example. It's clear, it's respectful, and it sets a boundary. Or if you need something to stop, instead of shouting, "Stop that," you could say, "I feel uncomfortable when that happens. Could you please, stop?"
See, it's about like stating your feeling and then making a request very politely, not, a command. This is how you communicate what you need without causing misunderstandings.
Because when you're clear and polite, even when you're upset, people are much more likely to listen and to understand. It creates a much better conversation. Okay, so we've learned a lot of phrases, Bob, and we've talked about avoiding aggressive language. But how about we try putting some of this into practice, with some like mini role plays?
Oh, I love that idea, Julia, because practice is really how you make these phrases your own. What kind of situation should we try first?
How about something like common? Let's imagine you're at a store and you bought something and it's not quite right. You need to complain, but politely.
Ah, the classic. Okay, I'll be the customer, feeling a little disappointed, and you're the store assistant?
Perfect. All right, here we go. Hello, how can I help you today?
Hi. Yes, I actually bought this coffee maker here yesterday, and I feel a little frustrated because it's not turning on. I followed the instructions, but it won't work.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry to hear that. When you say it's not turning on, does it light up at all?
No, nothing. It bothers me that it's already broken because I was really looking forward to using it. I'm wondering if I could exchange it for another one, please?
See, that was perfect, Bob. You expressed your frustration, you said what bothered you, and you made a polite request, all without getting angry or shouting. That's really, really good.
Thanks, Julia. It felt much better than just like slamming it on the counter, right?
Absolutely. And speaking of staying calm, sometimes even with these phrases, our emotions can, bubble up. What's a good tip for staying calm in those moments?
Oh, definitely. A really simple but super effective tip is just pausing. Like, seriously, take a breath, count to 3 in your head before you respond, especially if you're feeling really upset.
So, instead of reacting immediately, just like a little mental pause.
Exactly. If someone says something that makes you feel angry, instead of just, what? You pause. You think, okay, how do I use my I feel phrases here? That moment of pausing helps you choose your words carefully. It really helps you to stay calm.
That's actually great advice because um, when you're upset, it's easy to just blurt things out, isn't it?
Yeah, and those things are often things we regret. So if you feel that flush of emotion, just pause, breathe, and then respond with one of our polite phrases. You'll sound much more like in control.
All right. Wow, Bob, what a great session. We covered so much today.
We really did, Julia. I mean, we talked about how important it is to express yourself clearly, even when you're upset.
Exactly. We learned some really, really useful emotional vocabulary, didn't we? Words like frustrated, disappointed, hurt. It's so helpful to know those basic words.
Oh, definitely. And those key phrases like, I feel upset when, or it bothers me that, they're just so practical for everyday use.
And remembering to use those sentence frameworks, when.
Yes, and avoiding those common mistakes like using aggressive language. We showed how important it is to be clear, but also polite.
Right. And don't forget our super helpful tip for staying calm. Just pause, take a breath before you speak. That can make a huge difference.
Absolutely. So, Julia, what's our challenge for everyone listening today? How can they put all of this into practice?
Well, here's your challenge, Learn English podcast listeners. Think about a recent time you felt upset or frustrated or maybe even disappointed.
Ooh, a specific situation.
Yes, exactly. Now, I want you to try to write down or even speak out loud how you would express those feelings using the phrases and sentence structures we learned today.
So instead of just thinking about it, actually use those I feel statements.
Precisely. Practice makes perfect, right? And if you're feeling brave, we'd absolutely love for you to share your sentence or a short example in the comments section on our YouTube channel.
Yes, please do. We really want to build this amazing community of language learners. Your comments help us all learn together.
And it's a great way for us to see what you're practicing. We love reading your comments.
So that's it for today's episode, Julia.
Yes, it is. Thank you so much for joining us on the Learn English podcast. We hope you feel more confident expressing yourself in English, even when things are, a little bit tough.
Keep practicing those phrases. You'll get there.
See you next time on the Learn English podcast. Bye.
Bye, everyone.